welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Delaware Blue Hens taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Flames will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Delaware's offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
This offense may want to take note of where this guy is lining up because he's got 2 sacks now.
Breaks into the open. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, just like that, they'll have to give it up. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Liberty Flames offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
The Flames come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. Off the defender. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
On the ready.
And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Slam.
The give to the tailback. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Jackson gonna throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Blue Hens, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Kelly. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that, give up no yards, and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Now facing a third and long. Jackson will throw. The short hands, it's Kelly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
That is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He's got the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw them. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
It is perfect. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Nose tackles in those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
The Flames send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Kelly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. is on its way. And the returner will be brought down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll line up for a second down play. On the run, it's Dickens. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5. Yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And here comes the offense on second down.
29 Philly. 2 go.
They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Flames will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson will throw. They'll run the screen. Turns it on at midfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught close to the marker. It's Kelly. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Easy.
Buys a little extra time. There he goes. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg.
And the Blue Hens will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of... be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here comes the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And the Flames will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. At the 40, there he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Jackson going to throw it. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. And it's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Blue Hens really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Tyree. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Let's go.
How about this on 1st and goal to give to the wide receiver? And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Jackson will throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Nestled just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Flames will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Working on the right.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great time between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Blue Hens with the 1st and 10. Red pass This hit's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Blue Hens looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. The option look. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Flames want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one. He's got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. On the run, it's Dickens. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Timeout, Delaware.
Okay, ready?
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And with that kick, man, we got a one-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts. So you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Pulls it in. It's Kelly. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab down the left side. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Corners are going to bail. And the offense just going to spike it here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
Got to find a completion on this one. Here's a throw downfield late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.